Welcome back today, guys. We're just going to have a quick look at doing some more stuff on Rotate. So today we're actually going to look at gamifying the game, because at the moment, as you can see, it's all very nice, it's all very cool. Ooh, that's broken. I have to fix that first. But also, there's absolutely no win conditions. There's nothing that you can do that will mean you win this game, which is obviously something we need to fix, because it's not very fun right now. But first, I'm going to fix that, and then I'm also going to speed up this, because that is painfully slow. Right, so that's a little bit. Now you can see I can go and make these moves. It's actually at a reasonable pace now. And when I want to go on and do them, it does it all quite nice and in a row like that. So first thing I'm going to work on now is just a basic wing condition. So it's probably just going to be plus in the center of the screen to start with, rather than it being like a ghost image or anything like that. We'll see, can the user get a plus in the middle of the screen? If they do, get a great big thing that says, you win. Easy, let's do it. Alright guys, so now it's just checking to see if there's a plus in the center of the screen. As you can see, if I rotate this, we've got a plus now, and boom, won. Yeah, we've won. That seems to be working absolutely fine. It stops printing them out there, stops there. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, that was an easy fix. I'd not put in quite enough squares on the checker. So yeah, we've got a little win condition there, plus the center screen, we're spewing out the word 1. That's only working for 1. What it's doing right now is it's literally just checking the grid squares at certain coordinates and then saying, woo, you won. So obviously for each level I'm going to have a different set of positions that cubes need to be in for the player to have won. And I'm probably going to have them in a nicer format than this. I might have levels in TXTs or something like that that just have the starting coordinates and the win condition coordinates, and then some sort of way to edit them and read them in and something like that. But yeah, this is very basic. Now let's just whip up some UI so we can make something happen when a player wins. It seems to have a mind of its own at this point. I'm not really sure what's happened. So right, I'm actually really struggling. So I've made it come up with a little 1 thing when you complete the level, but I wanted this nice animation where it undoes all your moves and then redoes them very, very quickly, and the logic's just absolutely doing me over. So I've simplified it obviously just so it's a little quicker to solve. That's the win condition. I've put all the timings really slow, and it's just not getting it right. It's skipping the first move or something, and it's baffling me, so yeah. Found it. It's calling it too early. It's still technically rotating when it's trying to undo the first move, and then the whole chain breaks and it's not solving it properly, and that's why it's looking terrible. So that's an easy fix. I'll just stick in a little bit of a delay. Yes, got it working. I've just made it re-attempt to move the square if it tries to move it while it's still kind of being moved already. So you see, this is working very slowly obviously, but it just undoes all your moves and then quickly redoes all of your moves, and I'll just speed that up now. And that's it sped up. Looking much better. We've got a nice little visual indicator that we've won, obviously ugly, it's going to look prettier by the time we actually release it, and we've got some basic win conditions. Let's move on to actually being able to make some levels. So what I'm quickly doing here is whipping together a little save system so I can save the details of a level. So I've got grid data here. It's just going to save a vector2 int array of all the starting positions of the cubes. Same for the win conditions, and the grid size, just so obviously how big this level is. And then I'm just quickly whipping together a save data manager. This is kind of using some borrowed code from an old project of mine that I used for like a little AR game that I put together once. But I'm just ripping apart some of the code. This one originally just saved one file with some player information about levels that they'd unlocked and stuff. I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to use it to write a ton of these so that I can, so that I can have lots and lots of levels all written down in binary. I don't have to hard code them. And then later down the line I can make a level editor that will essentially just produce instances of these and write them to the disk. So yeah, I'll get on with doing that and we'll see where we get to after that. Right, sweet. So we've got a save manager that works, and we can save a binary file somewhere with as many little levels as we like and then read them back in. So far, literally all it's doing is it's just hard coding 2 levels in another scene. I run this, it saves them with whatever details I've put into these 2 levels. So there's one here and one here. And then the main game manager and the main game will read them in through this piece of code here, read level data, and we'll be able to retrieve that data here. At the moment it's just printing out the grid size from levels 0 and 1, and it's doing that correctly according to how I've done them here. So 4 and 6 was 0 and 1, and if I run this it's going to print out 4 and 6. But yeah, that's about all I've got time for this time around. Next time I'm going to work on having it actually reading the grid according to the data and creating that grid on the screen as we want it, along with the win conditions and the starting coordinates and stuff. And then we can actually start work on a level editor where we can save our progress, and I'm not moving them all by hand or typing in coordinates. I can go in and kind of reverse engineer the game and say, yep, that's a good level, click save, and then it's going to write it in binary somewhere. It's going to be great fun. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, see you around, and bye.